Hey, barbarians! Today on the show, he needs zero introduction. Ancient Panda coming up with a new thing, new game, not PMX gaming, another thing, soon enough. And there was such a week last week, man. It was crazy, and we've talked about it all. Enjoy. That's effing awesome content. David, AP, what's up, bro?
What's up, man? Phil, nice to be on the show again, man. Nice to see you, man. Yo, I want to say shout out with that nice Crypto Well shirt you have on from Cyber HEDERA. Bro, the quality on those shirts are A1. I'd say that's probably the best quality I have from any NFT project, anything I've seen in Web3, bro. That's some really good quality stuff they drop.
I agree. It's so comfy, man. It slaps, and the care package was really amazing, man. So hell yeah. So nice of you being here, man. I'm really happy for you to pass by the show again. Thanks.
Definitely, man. Appreciate you for having me on.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. We had so much to discuss. so how you been, bro? Talk to me.
Oh man, it's like you said, it's been one of those days.
Yeah.
It's been one of those days, but hey man, everything gets better. This has mostly been in real life issues, but with the project, everything's been going good. We actually today, I want to say we broke 1 million volume with our game finally.
Congratulations.
So that's really good.
On PMX.
On PMX. And PMX gaming, we broke 1 million volume. So that's a really good celebration for today as well.
Congratulations, man. Yeah, you've been tackling. How much time have you launched it? Was it this summer, like June, May, if I remember correctly?
We originally launched it in like end of February, March, but we ended up getting it spotted by the very first dev that we had. Ended up getting a new dev thanks to Maui. Like shout out to Maui and HEDERA Yacht Club, who actually made the connection with the dev for me. We ended up getting a new developer. We've been up like 2 months now, so we're averaging a little over 150K volume in HBAR every week now.
Wow, every week 150K?
Yeah, 150K.
That's major,
man. In the HBAR volume.
Wow, that's huge.
I mean, it's
huge right now.
That's pretty small compared to when you got the other competitors that's on chain, which is HEDERA Arcade and Hashpots. We actually number 3 in volume right now on chain for gaming.
It's still a lot. I mean, if you look at secondary and markets wide, that's still huge.
That's amazing. Man. That's amazing, bro. That's definitely amazing, man. And I say I've definitely loved that opportunity, man, to even have this position. And like, cause we've been through it as a project, man, as a whole. Just to have this something like, okay, and it's picking up. So that's also a good thing, man. Just to see people actually still interact with the games. It's a good feeling, bro. Because sometimes as a builder, you get stuck in a place like, am I building something that people are going to use, or like you don't want to feel like you're wasting money.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah. I remember. That's what we were saying on the first take, where you truly, man, you truly cared since day one, and we've come around, I guess, the same time, maybe 2 years ago. It had more than that. You truly cared since day one, man, and I think you're still the very first project who've given back the most all time in this JPEG game over HEDERA.
Number 2.
You are
number 2. Number 2. HEDERA.
Who's first?
HEDERA's Arcade actually number 1. They did over 2 million HBAR volume given back to their holders because of their game. We've done over a million.
Yeah, because of the game. But you were there from the jump. No game.
No game. Yeah, no game. We did.
Shout out to HEDERA Arcade, bro. But
Yeah, we did 1 million without gaming, and we haven't even included like the in real life giveaways. Like that's not numbers. This is like actually what we're giving back to the ecosystem and the community. But you also know we did like 3 in real life events, giveaway events. What was 2 Christmas toy events, and it was 1 back to school event. So we did 3 in real life events. Actually, we actually have pictures and all of that stuff. People holding up signs. Thank you, Panda Mania. Like bro. I feel like that's the best experience I've had, like in a project, is that giving back moments in real life, because people could really come to you. Like one person gave us a testimony back, bro. It's like, it was so touching. Like, yo, you don't know. They were like, yo, you don't know how. Like, they didn't know how they was gonna get their kids toys for that Christmas. Like, yo, like we was really struggling at that point. It's like, yo, to have that and their kids were able to get something, still be gifted, like that. That's touching, bro.
Mm-hmm. Man, you still find time to be doing this, albeit the the crazy week we've had last week, right? So yeah, man. I mean, shout out to you. You want to you want to talk about last week?
Yeah, man. Last week definitely has been been one of those weeks, man.
Yeah.
Round two of talking about it. But
It feels like last month already, right?
yeah, I feel like last they move so fast in crypto, man.
Crazy.
It's like that, especially when you're busy, not just in crypto, but in real life. It's like, yo, it wears off so fast in a way. But yeah, man. As most people know, we have a partnership. Well, had a partnership with the SATOSHI Nuke.
It's done now.
Nuke.
You
Yeah,
terminated it. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
We terminated the partnership. I still support those guys. Like I said, their team, they try their best. They're trying to deliver. I don't think they're trying to do anything bad because they locked a lot of their liquidity up for like 98 years, bro.
98. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's a like. I mean, it's for a rug. I would not lock my liquidity up for 98 years. I don't think they're trying to rug anytime soon. So I do think they're like they wish the community the best. They're building their best. They had a little issue. Like I said, it was great areas. Like the issue with the game that they had, I really feel like there was a dev issue that splatted them. But there was another issue that happened that I feel like there was a little gray areas that I didn't understood. So to protect my project, my holders, anybody that was frustrated with the situation, we terminated the partnership. Like I say, I still support those guys. We still actually our game right now, you can still play to earn for SATOSHI tokens and Bull token. So right now we're multi play to earn, only multi play to earn platform on HEDERA. So and it's like you don't have to wait on your rewards. As soon as you interact with the game, the rewards get kicked back. Win or lose, you receive 5.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, even if you lose, you get rewards. That's crazy.
Yes, exactly. Like we really want to create that, bro. And it's really try. Like if you're a holder of Peetaly X NFTs, it's try earning because you also earn a PMX token as well. So you can earn 3 tokens just by interacting with the game. And every last one of these tokens have a liquidity pool. I wanted to add projects that had like major liquidity pools, whereas it's more beneficial for the holders now. They could actually hold their tokens that they earn, get involved in other communities like the Bull Bar community or the SATOSHI community. Like it's really like a lot of people have their forms of supporting the community. I feel like I'm very big on supporting the community, but I have I'm not as vocal as a lot of other people. But like when you come to projects giving them back, I probably supported 90% of projects on HEDERA that probably haven't. A lot of them probably haven't even sure support Panamania. But the ideal is, as long as my holders support these projects, and I know this is what my holders like, okay, let's deliver this to our holders. And even if that's coming forming the project, helping the project, or supporting the project that doesn't support us. At the same time, it's come from a true place, bro. Like, okay, I want to see everybody succeed. Because I know how hard it is sometimes in this space or as a builder or as somebody who's trying to get something done. And I do feel like every project should have that support. And if I feel like and if I do, like personally, I do hold projects sometimes as well for myself. And if I hold your project, it's because like you're a brother. You're somebody I know who came to support, show that love. But most projects I probably just supporting and holding in the community, or if I like the art I hold, something like that. But most of the time, like I say, I probably supported 90% of projects on HEDERA. A lot
that's left. 90% of the project that's left.
That's left. That's left. Probably projects that's gone as well. That's the bad part.
Yeah.
But
yeah, but I mean,
supported. Yeah. A lot of projects I supported are actually like projects that's still here. Like a lot of like the legit solid. Like I would say there may be 3 or 4 rugs that I've supported, not as in support as in shout out. Like
you cannot always know for sure, and the best metric is time, right? Because it's like what's the more I grow in here, the more I'm saying to myself, like, timing the market, is so cliche, right? But time in the market will tell you a whole lot. And in terms of, if you want to know who's who, this phase right now, I will tell you who's who right now. Who's here? Who's here? And especially, how are you here? How are you here right now? Are you just fighting? Are you just, being just here to be here? Are you still crafting? Are you still honing your stuff, your skills, your whatever? Are you still being, so time in the market right now, man. I mean, that's key, man.
Anybody's here now is definitely here to stay, man.
For
Because
sure.
no money's been made. Everybody either building or just holding, or gathering, man. Just engaging with the community. I feel like this right now is really the either break point or you're gonna build. It's like
Yeah.
build or destroy at this moment, man. And as you can
Mm-hmm.
see, a lot of projects are falling off. A lot of projects are becoming silent. A lot of projects maybe we're building, but it's not really engaging too much with the community.
Yeah.
I try to be in between of everything, bro, where I keep my community engaged, keep little things going on, continue building. I don't think we ever stop building.
That's true.
Unless we have to completely run out of funds at Panamania for us to stop building. Uh, we actually, I'm not going to drop the alpha yet. I'm not going to drop. Actually, we do have a new game coming out. I would say probably be out within the next 2 weeks.
Ooh.
I would say that. I would say that.
Beginning of October.
Yep, beginning of October. It's the first of its kind for a game like this on HEDERA. It's like a wheel spin, Wheel of Fortune almost.
What's the name?
Actually haven't come up with a name yet. Hey man, it's a wheel spin. You want to let's give Phil. Let's name the game, Phil. On live air right now. You're about to name my wheel spin. It's a wheel spin game. It's like a multipliers, whereas you spin, and when I'm trying to set it up, you won't actually lose. Well, you will lose. It's got to be a win to lose option, but ideal is, you will not actually lose your RH bar. You may have like a multiplier where you win some of your rewards back at least. This way we don't have to add a boost marketplace to this as well. So it's not you really won't lose fully. But you would like to say you still have to play to earn rewards on this game as well. Plus you'll have like I say you won't lose fully at all.
God damn.
So and you have a chance to 5x. I believe I told the dev the multiplier for the bill will be like 5x. So
wow. God damn, that's okay. So in the beginning of October, and this is spill win. Wow, a wheel spin. That's gonna be great, man. Wow.
Let's get it. Throw out a name, Phil, man. You got to right now.
Okay.
Phil's name of the game.
The Daven spin, the D spin, bro, D spin,
the D spin, the D spin, the D spin. Nah, I can't do Davon. Can't do that.
The AP spin. Okay, we'll think.
Let's do Phil on the wheel.
Oh god damn. That'd be crazy. Send it. My forehead vein agrees. Send it. That'd be nice.
Hey man. Hey man. Later, man. I want you to text me a name for the wheel spin, man. We
yeah.
In the game, man.
For sure. Yeah. Go, man. Here's my phone. Let's go. Let's send it.
Hey, may have to chat GPT it.
yes. So man. So huge week last week, which feels like last month. So for Saucy New, there's still a sponsor for the show. Still a sponsor for the show. This is a timely fashion. It's like the 10 shows or whatever. I decided to remain on board because I saw that they were being transparent. But it's always a leap of faith, right? So you never really know. But again, what I saw is that they were doing the work, and this was the F up. That happened with one team member and whatever. So I'm seeing them like recovering. Up to what degree, who knows? Not financial advice. We will see. But again, I still see the team over there. And when they came on the show, I was convinced, that they were legit, in a way, up to a certain point. But you can never be 1,000%, 100% like sure that whether A, it's not going to be a rug, and B, of course, that F ups will not happen. This is the game we play in Web3.
Yeah.
So that's for Saucy. Do you want to talk about Hangry?
Oh man, my first instinct was probably like a lot of others. Well, it was mixed emotions, to be honest, about Hangry.
Yeah, for sure.
Because like I said, his mom's situation was very tough, bro. It's it's really hard to see how somebody deals with the loss of their mom, man, as a whole. I do think the best move he done was coming back to be the founder, because it could have caused a lot, like I said, a lot of confusion. A lot of people did leave. But him like deciding to be a founder, because really, HEDERA has an opportunity that a lot of people in HEDERA doesn't have. Him, the pixels, like they have that constant volume that a lot of builders and people would actually need in the space, man. So it's like a blessing to have his position in a way. So him actually coming back to run that, to take control of that position, that's probably the best move, business wise and personal, man. I do think he needed that time to take care of his mom's situation.
Yeah.
But I know
Yeah,
initially, me personally, I was like, yo, like I've been on a lot of other chains, but I do know it'd been a very tough response if it was on like Eve or Solana. Like, bro, they would have probably like literally like, yo, they would have said that they're very harsh. They're very harsh. So there is very more kind when it comes to like their creators, founders.
True. Do you think we're too kind?
I do. A lot of times I do, bro. I truly do think we're too kind because like no one asks the tough questions. Yeah. And when I say no one asks the tough questions, like, yo, I've been on space where people ask like the builders what they're doing with their money, but they don't ask other projects like, yo, what are you doing with your fund? You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, it's like, yo, these questions that's really good to be answered. You know what I'm saying? That really need to be answered. Like, okay, if you're not using it for this, then like, why is this much required? Makes sense.
Yeah.
In a way, like in those spaces, in those spaces, like a lot of those questions get asked. You know what I'm saying? Or
in the other ecosystems, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, in other ecosystems. I understand if they're like I support art projects because people are creators, people are artists. And me personally, I have a personal love for art. I actually used to draw myself when I was younger. I'm not good with digital art at all, but I could do some like good edits, but I'm not really good at like personally drawing digital art. But like sketches and stuff, like I actually knew how to draw a little bit. So I have like a deep love for art. Looking into Mayan artists myself. So I do understand, like, okay, like just have that clear view at the point, like Dead Pixels. They never promised anything. They always had art. Like I understand that point. You know what I'm saying? Like when you never promise anything at all. But when there's like promises that have been made,
there was a game.
Then
maybe hurt me. Yeah, we spoke about it earlier. That hurt me. The game 2, that hurt me because even over at Dragma Labs, there was of course, a list of competitors and, fairly made competitors in a way that it needs to remain like in a healthy way. But there were our fiercest one. We're like, okay, they're coming in. They're coming in with creamies, with, with hashmans, with whatever. They're coming in. Like, okay, we're gonna see because, they all got their weapons airdrops. They got their gauntlets and whatever. They were coming. I was like, okay, let's see. It's good. Yeah, let's see. It's gonna be great. So I was like, I was hyped to play the game. I mean, I've never been a huge angry holder. I've minted a lot, and I've made a lot of those. But I mean, I respect AF, the community, and all of these done and everything. But at the same time, the game not dropping. That I try. And that's again what we were saying early on. Is I always try to take a step back of this, and to go further back to what you were saying. I am part of the problem of not asking the tougher questions sometimes in our ecosystem 1,000%, because I fade as much as possible negativity 1,000%. I very oftenly post and ghost. That's what I do. And then, whatever happens, there's the 72-hour rules and I bounce off. I don't care. I mean, because to me, that's a waste of time. But at the same time, I do understand. And that's part of my responsibility, that at one point you have to ask the toughest question. If you want first to get stuff done, if you want to really know what's going on, and there's plenty of cases that you spearheaded, and we don't have to go far back in June, that you tackled AF, and thanks to you, at least we got a couple answers. But yes, to me, the game not coming out with HGate, I think that, yeah, man.
And the thing is, Phil, that when a lot of tough questions do get asked, bro, the person asking the questions always gets seen as like the bad guy.
Yes.
Like even that situation that happened in June. Yes. Yeah, even the situation that happened in June, which everybody should have like definitely asked those questions in June. Like that even shocked me how much the space felt quiet at that time. Like, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars being taken from people, and nobody like was saying anything because they had interest with the person. Like, No one like yo, and this was entire space that was just literally talking about everything. That would bring up every rug. They're like, but you talking about one of the biggest things we see from somebody who could have possibly just took millions, possibly $1 million from people. We don't know how much it really was.
Mm-hmm.
Like we do know that it was at least 400,000. Like, and nobody even said like, yo, for the space to fall quiet because it happened somewhere else was insane to me personally. Like, that's why, and it's like, yo, the people actually came to me. Like when they can't start coming to me, it's like, yo, like, they said this, they said that, I'm like, yo, and I take on people paying too well. You know what I'm saying? That one person, like, yo, he just lost his parents at that time, so it's like, yo, and they took like a $29,000 loss themselves.
Yeah.
So with them losing their parents at that time, both parents too. So yo, and they took a $29,000 loss. Like imagine the depression that sent somebody into. Like that could have been somebody's life savings. Possibly not. I mean, you invested $20,000 into something, a single thing, possibly not your life savings. But the ideal is like that's still a lot of money for anybody. Anybody that's trying to get to next level, that's a lot of money.
It is.
So it was tough seeing that, bro. And it's like, yo, so many people start coming. It's like, yo, do. Like, yo, wow. And I felt their pain. Those questions needed to be asked.
Yeah.
But I did realize, like, even me asking those questions, then I got attacked, bro. Like, bro, they try to find this, they try to find that. Like, luckily, I know it's nothing these people hold against me. Nothing in Web 3 at all people hold against me, bro. I give my all every day. I come in there Web 3, bro. Like, I make so many sacrifices people never even know about. I've faced a lot of things in real life that people would probably never know about. You know what I'm saying? Ideal is like, yo, I know that people actually invested in me. People actually believed in me. So I'm gonna give these people my all. Why? Because I don't know how much people invested. I don't know if these people last. They just took food off their kids' table to believe in my.
Yeah.
So it's my duty to give these people my all. It's my duty to not like, yo, and I'm in my Discord every day, most of the time. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see me mostly every day. Like and multiple times a day. You know what I'm saying? It's not just no good morning. Like I will actually like engage in a conversation like that. And if I say good morning, then boom, later that day, like if I say good morning, I'll probably say good morning before I go to work. You're gonna see me come in later that day after work, engage in a conversation.
Yeah, that's true. I can vouch for that. Yeah.
And that's how it's supposed to be, bro, as a founder. Like I say, people wants to see you there. People wants to have that confidence. Okay, I'm gonna say this is exactly how I live by. I always have been an investor, right? I'm going to give what I expect if I was in somebody else's project. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Like
it does.
If I'm looking for this in somebody's project, that's what I'm going to give. Most people don't do that, bro. Most people want this out of every other project, but they don't give that same energy to their own. They just want to be whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to give what I expect. I'm going to create what I expect. I'm going to give my all. I'm going to take the risk that a lot of people may be afraid to take. And if something comes, I would just adopt to that change. Why? Because I have to change and do the best I can for my project, for PMX Gaming, for Pandamania. Like, and I have no problem adopting to change. We've adopted so many times. Like, bro, from we actually still have a mobile game that started. We had the very first mobile game that launched January 2022.
Which one was that?
We have a Panamanian mobile game that was actually
really?
played on. Yes, nobody. Bro, people used to literally play this. Like, we had Batty Hattie, we had Lazy Sparrows, we got characters. Our project funded everything of this game for this mobile.
Damn, I didn't know that.
We had some Leo, just give us a picture of character that you want in the game. Boom. We had every last one of the characters in the game. Meta Zombies, Batty Hattie, we had we had most of the ones that wasn't pixels. Batty Hattie was the only pixel that the person would allow.
Damn.
At that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, we started with we've been delivering for a very long time. Only utility that existed at that time was Lazy Superheroes utility, where they was giving back profit sharing to their holders.
Yeah, and Shady with the farming.
Then Shady with the farming. But we already had dropped the mobile game and was already played before Shady had his farming.
Yeah.
Like, bro. So even we adapted to that. We like, okay, we were giving so much back. It's like, okay, how can we bring something in while giving back? Because we was basically depleting the project funds. Does that make sense? So that's why we got in it, like we giving it to box trucking. You remember that? We did box trucking about 5 to 6 months.
I do.
Couldn't
With the
afford
Clown
it.
Society. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was two
What's up
very
with that? Where you at with the clowns now? Like they're
for the
flying over Centex, man.
yeah, the clowns now, bro. They are actually the ones that are receiving revenue shares from PMX Gaming.
Okay, wow,
They're the ones receiving the revenue share for PMX Gaming. They get 70% from the gaming
wow.
and 70% from secondary sales, and 70% from projects that tokens that launch their tokens with us as well.
God, wow. That's huge.
So but yeah, man, it's like yo, we've learned to adapt to so many things. So we took hits, bro. Like if any,
Yeah.
I don't think there's any project on HEDERA that have taken the hits that we took, bro. Financially, like mentally, sometimes, bro. Like we've taken hits, bro. Trucky, like you know how big of a loss that was. Like
Yeah.
people
That was
don't
a
even understand.
great project. I remember, man. I remember the
But
Discord and everything, reading the announcements, and that was really
yeah,
lit. Yeah,
and
yeah, that was
everybody was
great,
with
man.
us. Like,
Yeah,
and I
yeah, yeah.
basically I bring everybody onto the journey. I was transparent about everything. Yo,
Yeah, yeah.
when the drivers was acting crazy, I was transparent about everything. That's how
Yeah.
I am. That's how everything should be because I want people to be transparent with me if I'm invested in their project. That's
Just for
something I
everyone to understand what was the
yeah
core project and what happened.
yeah, and I'm not mad at anybody who sells when I'm transparent or anything.
Yeah.
I want you to make a fair decision off of whatever I give you. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? At that point, it is what it is. But I want to make sure everything's on the table, that everybody's knowledgeable about what's going on. Like I love the trucking idea, bro. And I like now, if we had the money, bro, I would actually get into it. But this time, I would buy the trucks instead. You know what I'm saying? The trucks
Yeah.
would probably be best bolted out.
What was the truck's idea? What was the whole concept of it with the clowns and everything?
Once we became profitable, it was supposed to be a big revenue share back to the clowns. But
Yeah.
thing is, we never even made it to profitable. Like, you know, there was a big trucking boom. We thought we was getting into the boom, but we got into like when the bubble popped.
Yeah.
like, yo, so that was the idea. Like, okay, it was a boom. Everybody's going into trucking. Money's being made. I'm seeing everybody hypes. Okay, let's get into trucking. Boom. Actually, and I lost a lot of money out of pocket as well. Uh, but that's a different story. But anyways, so we was like, okay, we set it up here. Once we get into profit, we basically bring revenue share back to the clowns. It was actually a partnership with the clowns and the mutant pandas from Panamaniacs. We was gonna have the clowns as a different thing. We actually had high society, well, high council members as the
Yeah.
clowns'
Yeah.
original runner.
Yeah.
We had some solid people that was in there. It was Rudon, Binks, Sammy, DJ was the Dev, was helping
Everyone.
Dev with it.
Everyone was
Uh,
there. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, a lot. He had a lot of like solid members from the community that was like in how council for the clowns at that time. But a lot of us got very busy. Most like Binks got busy with Pixel Land. Rudon got busy with All Kings. And in the real life, we had some, like I said, solid members. But just like everybody got busy. IREP, Highest Graphia, all of them, you know, had their own projects at the time, or like had something going on, kids on the way. So we all ended up getting very busy and end up having to stop in the trucking anyway because it became too expensive and I couldn't come out of pocket anymore. It's like, yo, I was losing, the project was losing. So it came to a point like, okay, yo, tell everybody what's going on.
Hmm.
It really, it really a driver almost forced us in this position to give it up anyway, because
Yeah.
when one driver, he was in the Midwest at the time. He left the truck. The truck broke down on him. They were supposed to give him a replacement, but he didn't want to stay to get the replacement. He was going to bring him home. Like, yo, bro, wait on the replacement. You drive the replacement home, we'll pay you still. But instead, we gave him he was complaining, so we gave him money for the plane ticket to come back home. But the people called us for the replacement the next, like literally, like the next 2 hours. Literally after he left, they called us like for the replacement. The next 2 hours, we didn't have anybody to get the truck for the replacement. And they're
What
like,
happened with
yo,
the truck? You just left it there.
we couldn't get it. They had to go on to the next person. No, we had no one there no more. It was in the Midwest. You know, none of us in the Midwest. You know, so I'm not based in the Midwest. The other person, Jackson, was not based in the Midwest. So it was very hard for any of us to go get the truck. So it's like, okay, they're like, yo, we can't hold this truck for anybody. Sorry, guys. Because we was renting trucks. When you're renting the trucks,
Yeah, yeah, I remember. Yeah, yeah.
it goes demand. It's demand. Like they going with the demand. And it was at a time whereas in, yo, we didn't we what could we do? It was like around was it holiday season, I want to say. And like every truck, like everybody, the trucks we needed was taken because you got to have a certain truck when you're dealing with companies. Like we was dealing with Amazon, we was dealing with TQL. All of them want like bigger trucks, like they
Yeah,
well
yeah.
the bigger box trucks, like the 26 footers. So it was certain sizes we had to have in order to deal with our customers. Anyway, so we were like, yo, know what, bro? Yo, we already kick out this much money. Just let's just put it on hold or just stop it completely.
Hmm.
Couldn't keep it up, bro. Plus, like I say, it was expensive. Like that's something I learned. It's very expensive. It's worth it, but most of the time, bro, like if you don't have a huge overhead, it's not worth it getting in at the beginning. Like because you got to think we were kicking out what somewhere $900 to $1,300 a week for renting each truck. We ended up getting the two trucks one time, but it didn't even last long because it burnt us. Like you need those drivers to be really on point. Like my bad, I'm snapping my fingers in the background with it. But like you really need them
Yeah,
to be on point, bro. Like, and
yeah.
it's something serious because like okay, because like yo, and even if you don't drive that truck, is you're paying like $700 that week. You know what I'm saying? So your trucks can't sit. You like, and if they're down, you're losing more money. It's like yo, and it came to the point like we can't keep this up. I cannot lose all. And it's like okay, I cannot continue losing project funds. I cannot continue losing out of my pocket. Like yo, I just can't. So I told the project what was going on. Like I
Hmm.
said, told him the issue that the driver. He was the really like he forced us anyway because like we was out of that truck. So they're like okay, we're down this truck now. It's like what can we do? You know what I'm saying?
God
So
damn.
end up letting that go, man. And that took a lot of time and definitely energy, like a lot of energy, bro. Talk about at all times. Driver might be
Especially
calling
when
at
you want to
night.
merge, something
Yeah.
that's already existent and out here. I mean, the links sometimes are tough and hard to make,
Mhm.
but
And I
yeah.
and I end up had to pay the Jackson, the guy who helped me set it up, out of pocket still because he
Wow.
didn't get paid none that 5 6 months because he was one of the guys helping me run the business. He helped me set it up and everything. Like I ended up had to pay him out of pocket still. I didn't give him much. I just gave him a token of like appreciation. I believe it was
Hmm.
like maybe $1,000 to $1,500, something like that, which is like cheating somebody for that time. But he understood because like he knew what was going on with the trucking. Like we wasn't making any profit. We was coming out of pocket most of the time. But there were weeks where we had like a little bit of profit, but it was going straight into next week's gas or something like that.
Hmm. Projects becoming businesses, man. That's what this is, man. I mean,
And
wow.
I'm still with it. I support completely, Phil, Web 3 connecting with the Web 2. I feel like,
Hmm.
yo, because even if like now, if this trucking was up and it was like as it steps now, like if we own the truck, we don't have to worry about that rent. Now we have more leadway and money we could use. But we didn't like we had to pay that rent, we had to pay the diesel, we had to pay the drivers. Like we didn't have that leadway. You know what I'm saying? But like if you could cut out what $900 to $1,300 a week, that's huge.
Yeah,
That's
that's
completely
violent.
huge, bro.
Especially when you start, man. I mean, you just get a, it's like for everything. You need a little bit of a cash flow at least to start. But when you start from scratch, man, I mean, that's the bootstrap.
Agreed, man. Like I say, but I support, bro. Any project that's like Web 2, Web 3 connection, bro. I really support it because I do like feel like that's the future of NFTs for like in real like if you want your NFTs to last, I feel like that's big, bro. If you don't have like no sort of interaction with your NFTs or for a reason for people to continue holding, I feel like people would get bored holding your things if you don't have the interaction. You don't have no reason. Like it's cool to have a community NFT, but like once that community's gone, like what's gonna keep that community long term?
Yeah. What keeps the
You know what I'm saying?
fire? Yeah, for sure. It's
Yeah, what's
interesting. It's a lot
like
of stuff. You need layers. That's really the
mm,
thing. You need layers for sure. If
people,
it's not a great use case, if it's not profit, if it's not community, if it's not the great vibes,
mm,
who's on there? Is there OGs? Is it fun to go
yeah,
there? And what's your MO? What's your taking? When you go
mm,
into Discord or
the
socials and
vibes, man.
yeah, it's
Like
immaculate.
that's the power of community, the vibes,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
uh
yeah,
you go like say that I do feel like Hangry, Go Dead Pixels have like extremely great communities, bro. The
yeah.
vibes you get in
Oh
there, like
yeah.
yo, the push
You
there
enter
from the
there
community
is
straight, bro. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That what keeps their project going, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really good. Then you got like Maui, bro. Maui's a builder, bro. And he's
Shout
so
out to
hidden,
Maui.
bro. Like people don't like respect. I feel like Maui don't get enough attention as he should, bro. For the things he tried to build, the things he's already building, bro. Like I'd be playing his Rooster racing game already. Well, it's not racing, but the little. You ever played the
Yeah,
game?
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Where you
no,
gotta
I haven't.
go by the field, the fences, slide. Yeah, it's actually good, bro. It's a nice
For
made
sure.
game. It's
Yeah.
kind of addicting. You know what I'm saying? I be having my son play it sometimes too. Like, yo, this right here is something that's already been built out. So it's like, yo, where's the support for people who's actually delivering? Like even if like people like, yo, who's going to use your game anyway? Like, ideal is, yo, we're building it, bro. We don't know who's going to use it. Like, I go use it on a random day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I do feel like the space has to change, and like they have to show more respect to the builders, bro. Like the builders don't get enough recognition. Dragon Labs, bro. Like that is huge, bro. That is like huge, bro. If
It
the
is.
foundation wants to fund a game on HEDERA, bro, Dragon Labs should definitely be it, bro. It tied so many projects in this ecosystem together, bro.
We right here, man. We're waiting.
Like why?
Foundation,
Why
if you're hearing.
Like why aren't these people getting funded? Like these that need to be funded, bro. They're tying
That's
people,
a
they're
huge.
tying
That's
projects,
yeah.
ecosystem. Like
That's a huge
like
convo, bro. But it's felt into the entire ecosystem, and that's a huge conversation that we could have for Dragma Labs, for
another day.
for sure. But so many businesses out there for Centex. For I mean, you know, it's out there. They
Centex
know.
is a monster, bro.
I mean, you know. So, but yeah, for another day. Time's running out. We got to bounce. But AP, thank you so much for passing by the show today on this take two. On this crazy world.
Definitely, man.
That goes so fast in Web3. Thank you for your takes, man. Thank you for taking the time on the day like that on a weekday. Big shout out to you being a real one, man. I've said it. I will keep on saying it. You're a true builder, building for the proper reasons. And yeah, keep on striving, man. Best of success for the game that's launching in 2 weeks.
Thank you, Phil, man. I appreciate you, man. Like I said, thank you for the opportunity.
Hell yeah, man. Always. You're welcome back on the show anytime.
And I'm sorry for having an actual chat instead of actually an interview.
Come on, that was perfect. That was take care, bro. I love you.
All right, take care, Phil, man.
AP, thank you so much for your presence today on the show, brother. I enjoyed my time. You are a real one since day one, even before my time, and you've been giving back to us consistently, non-stop, through all your projects, to the clowns, to the Panda, to the PMX, to everything that you've been leaning on, man. You're a real one. Keep on hustling. We got this. And H Barbarians, we got this too. I'll see you on the next show.